Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you a spring new in video of pieces that I've picked up over the last couple of months. I've recently discovered a lot of different sustainable brands, so I've been kind of testing them out and I really wanted to share with you these brands as well as what I think of them on first impressions. All of these pieces I'm sharing have been advertised as part of like spring collections, but these are absolutely pieces that I feel comfortable wearing in autumn as well. The first piece I have to share with you today is this Christie Dawn dress. And if you don't know the brand, they're an LA based brand whose whole concept is around using dead stock fabric to make beautiful quality dresses. I first discovered this brand through a blogger, Kate Boss, who has really good things to say, so I thought I would try out their most classic style, which is the Dawn. It has a higher waistline and there's like an elastic stretch to it here, so you can undo it and pull it out, and I was shocked when it first arrived at like how wide it was for an extra small, but you can definitely, as I did before, cinch it in to make it a little bit more fitted. I feel like if you're in between sizes or if you want a more like fitted look, go for a size down. I definitely feel like you have the room in this dress, but just note that the shoulder area actually fits me perfectly, so this is definitely the right size for me. I just think if you're in between and you don't want the body to be so voluminous, you could size down. This dress comes in so many different colorways, so they keep on doing this style and they just use different dead stock fabric to make it. This dress definitely has like a vintage feel about it, and it almost reminds me of one of the like period Austen movies because of the higher waistline, the puffiness of the fabric at the bottom. Partially because it's cinched in a lot and was super wide before, so now you've got like the gathers, but also because the fabric is lined, so it has a nice like structure and puffiness to it. This dress on first impressions definitely feels well made. You will absolutely not think this is like a dress from Zara or something like that, because it has beautiful lining, all the seams and like details are done so perfectly, and it just feels like a more expensive, like luxurious dress. I bought this myself, but after you make a purchase, they send you like a refer a friend code. If you want the $30 discount, I will link it down below. This is not sponsored. Everyone who purchases from them will get that email with the code for you to share. This t-shirt as well as the skirt that I'm currently wearing, these two pieces are from the brand Balzac, which is a French sustainable brand that I've recently, I guess, just been more intrigued in. I feel like the brand is very focused on sustainability, and especially in their fabrics. They use a lot of tencel, a lot of lyocell, and then they also use some recycled polyesters, like viscose, cottons, and generally focus on pretty nice materials, I think. This midi skirt is made from 100% viscose. It's quite a lightweight, there's no lining on the inside, so it's just the one layer, which I think is better for like warmer weather or like spring weather. And I really like the print of this. It's what drew me in with like the magenta, the lilac and the orange. Very, very sweet and feminine, and it also has pockets for anyone interested. Not the deepest of pockets, but it does have pockets, which is nice. And it has these like dainty gold buttons running throughout, which is a really nice like touch. Otherwise, it's a pretty classic midi skirt fit where it has a bit of like pleating, but not too much, and it reaches at the top of my ankle. I like that on the Balzac website they give you a lot of information, so it will tell you like if you're this height, it will fit around like your ankle. If you're like taller, it will fit around the knee, and they just kind of like let you know specifically rather than you having to like guess all of these things. I've started with this Cezanne Paloma cami, which I really like the pairing of because it's very sweet and feminine. And this skirt for me I think is a winner. Like, it's a nice piece from a great sustainable brand, and yeah, so far it's a brand that I like. I don't think I've fallen in love with them yet, but I definitely do like their pieces. So this is the Balzac t-shirt on, and I was immediately drawn to this when I saw it on the website. I pretty much like added it to cart like within seconds and knew like this was one of the pieces I wanted to try from the brand. It is a lovely silver, and silver is not a colour that I wear a lot of, but this is incredibly subtle, I feel like. From afar it just kind of looks like a grey, but when you look up close you see like the silver glimmers, and you'll see that it's actually like a cool tone grey with shimmer, and it feels really beautiful and special. I love the little like frilly sleeves, and has quite a straight fit. The material is a bit slinky, So it's almost like a tight fitted like bodycon dress, that kind of like slinky material. This feels like that, but it's also quite comfortable. For something sparkly, it doesn't feel uncomfortable on the skin, which is nice. It's also not as like soft as like a cotton t-shirt, but it is still very wearable and comfortable. If you feel like your style is quite feminine and you like to look put together, but you still want to be in a t-shirt, I feel like this is the perfect piece to do that. I feel like this little like t-shirt definitely can instantly elevate any look, because if you're just going to wear it with jeans or like sweatpants or whatever, the little frills as well as like the sparkle, I feel like just makes an outfit look so much more polished. So in the cutaways, I pair it with my blue trousers, which I'll show you next, but I also think it's very sweet with this midi skirt. The next item is a pair of trousers from Ewa Lane. These are a pair of lightweight cotton trousers, and they're in the prettiest light blue color. I think what makes these pants quite flattering is that they're super high-waisted, which is nice. You can see like they have a really high rise, and also I think that because it's quite like a skinny straight leg, it's also super flattering without clinging to your like leg shape. I got these in the ankle length, and even then I rolled them up once just for a little bit more of a cropped look, but I could definitely roll them down and I think they'll be fine as well. But you'll see them rolled up in the cutaways. This shade of blue has a bit of a grey tone to it, so I feel like it pairs really nicely with the silver top, or otherwise really nicely with like grey t-shirts as well as like grey knits as well. But at the same time, I've worn this with like pattern tops like the Vaughn one I'm going to show you later, and I just find them to be really versatile and seem to match with just about everything. If you guys are Sazam fans, you'll know that their Will jacket is super popular, and they recently released one called the Willa, which is very similar as the name would suggest, and it's just a little bit shorter and more cropped, which I thought would be perfect for me because I am a little bit more petite. I really like how effortless this jacket looks, but it's also in the most striking electric blue, which has never been the color I've liked until now. I really like this jacket for some reason, even though this blue color I really wasn't sure about, but it's so striking and it's very vibrant, like really vibrant. I don't know if it will show up on camera as vibrant as it is in real life, but it's absolutely stunning. I don't own many jackets that aren't coats, to be honest, so this is a really welcome addition to my wardrobe. It's one of those jackets that feel a bit like a cotton canvas material. It feels like you can very easily throw it into the wash, but at the same time it just kind of is comfortable to wear, low maintenance. So if I'm just running out the door and I need a jacket, this is probably what I would reach for. Keep in mind this was weeks ago when I could run out the door. I feel like this is a really great low maintenance jacket, and it is such a striking color while looking quite like effortless and casual. 160 centimeters, if I haven't mentioned that, it will all be in the description box below. But this jacket kind of hits me at just below the hip. It hits me at a really nice length where it's not overly long, which I think is good. I will actually have a separate Sazan spring video up where I'll kind of talk a little bit more about this as well then. So stay tuned for that if you're interested, and I'll go into a bit more detail and compare it to the Will as well. If you're curious about how this blue might look with your wardrobe, I just tried it on with like a printed louder piece to kind of give you an idea of how versatile this piece is, even though these pants are super loud, and honestly I just don't think pink and yellow and green goes with more blue. It actually looks okay just because it is a block color, and it is also quite a deep striking blue, so it's not as like clashy as you might think. And I'll just go on talking about these pants. These are a second-hand find from The Real recently. The Real is honestly one of the best things ever, and the original designer is a piece apart. So these are 100% silk pants. They're actually still available on a lot of retailers for 10 times the price that I bought them for. I got these pants for about $50 after the sale, and they're retailing on some sites for over $500, which is absolutely crazy because these are in perfect condition. So these pants actually, I feel like, mimic a bit of like a sarong or like a skirt, where there's a tie and the side of the leg has like an extra fabric that kind of covers like the split, so it looks like, I don't know, like a sarong skirt kind of thing. It's really cool. Like I've never seen a design like this, and it just feels very special. I was most drawn to this because of the fabric. I saw this fabric on like a quilted jacket. Once again, super expensive, so I was just looking at it for like inspo in stores a few months ago, And then when I saw this on the Real, I just thought I had to snap it up because I just loved the print so much. For $50, these were like pretty much new. They're 100% silk. They're from a really lovely designer, and I just couldn't be more happy with these. The Real stocks some really amazing brands, and oftentimes if the brand is not as like popular, the pieces sell for like a lot more reasonable prices. So just keep that in mind when you're looking for like a good deal. With printed pants, if you're eyeing up a pair of like printed pants or printed skirt where the print is quite loud, I always recommend like taking a color on the print and then matching it so that there's not as many colors going on in your entire look. The final two pieces are both from Vaughn. This Vaughn blouse is a Net-a-Porter exclusive, and I was thinking about this for months, and I just thought I would try it out because it was so beautiful, but I feel like I didn't need another Vaughn blouse. But once I got it, I just knew that it was a keeper. It has this lovely ruching on the neckline. I got a question about whether this can be worn off the shoulder, and unfortunately it can't because it does come up quite high, so you wouldn't be able to pull it without like damaging the top. It also has like lovely ruching on both sleeves. I like that you can wear it like with the sleeves up to create like a more subtle effect, I feel like, or down where you can see like the full balloon sleeve. If you do wear it up, it does slide a little bit like down your elbow because the elastic is not super tight, but you know what, that's okay, that's fine. This top has been my go-to top for when I'm working at home. It's comfortable, it's loose, it's like a cotton viscose blend, so super lightweight. And it's one of those things that I put on and I just never think about for the rest of the day again. I never think about like taking it off and getting changed in PJs or things like that because this is literally such a loose, comfortable style of clothing to wear. Absolutely adore this. What finally made me take the plunge was the 15% off Net-a-Porter sale. I'll link this top down below if you're interested, so if it's still going on, you do save 15% off this top, which is good because it is a more pricey option. You can definitely wear this piece untucked if you want to because it's still quite a cropped length, and I feel like it just works really nicely over your pants or trousers or jeans. And one more detail that I keep on forgetting to mention in my other videos is that there's actually a couple of buttons at the back, which I think is another really sweet detail. The next one piece is this drone dress, and I haven't taken the tags off yet because I am not sure. I once ordered this dress in a black and I returned it because it was just too voluminous and I felt like definitely drowned me in it. Whereas this pattern one, I'm having the same thoughts, but I am definitely thinking about keeping it and just making some alterations to make it work. I think the key for me would be to shorten the sleeves or to wear the sleeves up rather than down, which is just so much material. So getting these sleeves either shortened or just kind of wearing it above the elbow as like a puffy sleeve. And then I feel like not doing the bottom buttons is a bit better. I also feel like the bottom can definitely be shortened, maybe like this much. So that's like a good like 15 centimeters. That I feel like I can definitely cut off the bottom to make it a more like appropriate length for me. I've been drawn to this dress so many times, but the black I just felt like was a bit too like overwhelming, whereas this lighter colorway and this printed like gingham style, I feel like it's just a little bit nicer. This is what the dress looks like unbelted. I don't think I'll ever wear this unbelted just because it's too much, unless it was like a cover up or I was at home. But I have this thicker belt that I feel like would work with this dress. This is the Artemis belt from Cezanne that I will also be sharing with you soon in my video. With this belt, I actually think this is a super cute outfit, and I'll just quickly show you with a bag. So if I style it up with like this little Artemis belt from Cezanne and my Misubi bag, I feel like this outfit is actually very wearable for now. If I'm just lounging around at home and I want to be comfortable, this is pretty much like a nightgown. And I feel like I put on a few accessories and I can have a date, like an indoor date, FaceTiming. So I really like this outfit, and while I was filming this, I decided that I am definitely going to keep it, and I'm just going to alter it so that it looks more flattering on. and I just think it's mainly the length of the hem that I think could be a bit shorter, and then the sleeves I feel like definitely could be a bit shorter as well. This is what they look like, and if they were about here, I think it'll be a bit nicer. I feel like I've said this many times, but I have been incredibly tongue-tied today, so this video has taken me so many hours to film, just because I've been really struggling to get words out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys don't mind seeing like these spring new in and haul videos. I know when I had this video planned to now, it's a very different time for us all, but I'm hoping this will still be enjoyable for you to watch and a bit of a distraction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, and also please subscribe for weekly content. And please stay indoors, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!